All right, I guess we'll get started. So we have Hannah Goggin here with us today from Utah Department of Health and Human Services. So Hannah, I'm just going to read your bio that you sent for the forum. I hope you don't
Oh,
mind.
not at all. That sounds great.
I'm sure everybody knows who you are by now, but just in case. So, Hannah Goggin is dedicated to building resilient, equitable food systems by reconnecting people to local food while increasing access to fresh, healthy produce. Through her work with the Green Urban Lunchbox and now Utah Department of Health and Human Services, Hannah is an experienced member of the Utah food system. She strives to facilitate communication between local farmers, community-based organizations, and government agencies in order to strengthen food security for all Utahns. So welcome, Hannah. Nope.
Yep. Perfect. Thanks, Jacqueline. All right. Am I good to share my screen, Jacqueline?
Yes, I think so. I made
Okay,
you a co-host, so I think so. Okay.
great. Can everybody see my slides? Perfect. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for coming to this networking session today. I just have a quick 30-minute program updates kind of as we're all gearing up for the upcoming season. I know some of us have already started our market, so this is just a quick little program updates with lots of time for Q&As at the end. Let's see, since we'll go over Double Up Food Bucks, Senior Farmers Market, Produce RX. I'll provide just a quick update summary so you have all of the new things in one location. I'll talk a little bit about marketing materials and our new reimbursement form, and then plenty of time for questions and answers. It looks like most of you are already operating, but in case you weren't aware, the produce incentive programs offer a threefold of benefit: more equitable access to healthy and whole food choices, increased customer base and sales for local farmers, and retention of food dollars in the local economy. Double Up is a program that stretches SNAP recipients' food budgets while increasing access to healthy local food. Starting May 1st, 2025, for every $1 in SNAP, customers will earn $2 in Double Up with a maximum Double Up benefit of $20 per day. This 1-to-2 ratio provides customers with even more purchasing power by stretching their SNAP budget. Customers can use the Double Up benefit to purchase fresh fruits and vegetables while still having some SNAP to purchase necessary household items like meat, dairy, bread, eggs. DHHS pays sites upfront for Double Up operation with an initial funding check, and then accounts are settled at the end of the season. How it works is customers visit your farmers market info booth before they shop. Market staff will swipe their EBT card and issue EBT SNAP tokens based off of how much the customer would like to use. You'll then issue Double Up tokens based on their SNAP purchase. For every $1 in SNAP, they will receive $2 in Double up to $20 per day. Customers will shop the market with their tokens. At the end of the day, vendors will return those tokens to the market, and market staff will record each customer transaction and vendor reimbursement. The next program is Senior Farmers Market. Senior Farmers Market is designed to provide low-income seniors with more access to fresh, healthy, locally grown food. In 2025, Senior Farmers Market will offer an annual $50 incentive in the form of a coupon booklet. Seniors will have 10 $5 coupons to spend with authorized vendors at authorized farmers markets. Our program dates are listed here. Distribution will begin May 1st, and it will go through September 30th, 2025. So seniors cannot be enrolled into the program after September 30th, 2025. However, our redemption dates are May 1st through October 15th. So vendors can continue to accept Senior Farmers Market coupons through October 15th. And here I have a photo of what a coupon will look like. They will be just a bright yellow this year for 2025.
We don't see your PowerPoint anymore. I think it's off. Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Here. Did it pop up? Is anyone else still not seeing it?
I can see it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Okay, thanks. But for distribution, seniors will either bring their provided commodity supplemental food program identification card or a completed self-declaration form, or will fill one out on site. Market staff record the customer information, the coupon booklet number, and collect a staff signature. Market staff use the senior's unique ID and Produce Path, which is our online portal, to verify coupons that have not already been distributed. Market staff will then distribute one $50 coupon booklet to each eligible senior, and the seniors will shop the market with their coupons. For those who have operated Senior Farmers Market for a few years, you may remember that the Commodity Supplemental Food Program through the Utah Food Bank used to create these participation cards that helped kind of enroll seniors, because all seniors that participate in the Commodity Supplemental Food Program are automatically eligible for Senior Farmers Market. So this year we have partnered again with the Commodity Supplemental Food Program to create these participation cards. So if seniors bring these cards to the information booth, they do not have to fill out a self-declaration form, as this serves as that eligibility criteria. So they'll have their first and last name written down along with their birth date. So that is the information that you will use to record on our record sheets. A big update for 2025 is we'll have limited Senior Farmers Market distribution this year. All Senior Farmers Market programs that were funded by the USDA received a 9% cut for 2025 from previous awards. So we do have less money that we're able to work with this year. So that just means that we made the decision that only sites that have previously operated Senior Farmers Market will be able to for 2025. And for distribution, all farmers markets have to distribute and redeem this year, and they will receive a finite number of booklets based off of 2024 redemption rates. We're currently looking into additional funding opportunities. So hopefully in the future, we might be able to bring this incentive benefit back up. But for 2025, it'll just be $50, and sites will receive all of the coupons that they are able to distribute at the beginning of the season. You will not be able to request more coupon booklets throughout the season this year. And then, as far as redemption works, vendors turn in all redeemed coupons to the market. Market record the value of the redeemed coupons, and markets will reimburse the vendors. And then DHHS reimburses the markets. All redeemed coupons are returned to DHHS at the end of the season for final reimbursement. Produce RX, I don't think anything has changed for this program, thankfully. It's implemented in healthcare settings. Providers screen and enroll eligible patients during regular clinic visits and prescribe increased fruit and vegetables in the form of redeemable vouchers. Patients receive 5 $20 coupons to spend at authorized markets, and prescription can be refilled twice after the initial prescription, so a total of $300 in benefits. Customers visit your farmers market booth before they shop. You'll collect the voucher and issue these purple PRX tokens, and then customers shop the market with those tokens. At the end of the market, vendors turn in all redeemed tokens. Markets record that information on record sheets and reimburse the vendors. And then markets return all PRX vouchers at the end of the season for final reimbursement. So here is just some quick program update summaries for 2025. The incentive amount has changed. So the 1-to-2 SNAP to double up ratio will be kept, but the daily double up cap is set to $20. So this is down from $60 in 2024. I provided some example transactions. So if a customer uses $5 in SNAP, they will be issued $10 in double up, 10 in SNAP, 20 in double up, and then 30 in SNAP, 20 in double up. So please note that the $20 in double up is the cap. We'll be trying to monitor this as much as possible. We'll be pulling quarterly reports just to see if there are any instances of duplicate transactions, just because funding is so tight. So please make sure that your staff are aware that any instances of duplication of a customer coming back multiple times and receiving multiple issues of $20, DHHS will not be able to redeem. We can later, there'll be a produce path training, and we can walk through how you can check that eligibility, or we can figure out a Google Sheet template for you to use so that you can check this without having to like manually read everyone's unique customer ID, especially for our larger markets. The initial funding check will, of course, still offer an initial funding check for Double Up. It's likely that this amount will be less than previous seasons, and that additional funding checks will have to be requested throughout the season. Historically, we have tried to provide sites with all of their Double Up funding that they may need for the season up front, but this has just caused issues with our like finance department. So any sites that start operating before June 30th will likely receive a smaller initial funding check. Sites that start operation after June 30th probably won't experience a difference in this initial funding check. And then just a reminder for unique customer IDs for Double Up, they cannot contain any information regarding SNAP or customer's EBT card. So our new combination for Double Up unique customer ID is the first name initial, last name initial, and the last 4 digits of a customer's phone number. And that is something that was decided by FNS, the Food and Nutrition Service. So not our decision, but something that we would like to continue to abide by for our GusNIP funding purposes. Senior Farmers Market summary, incentive amount is back to $50 in Senior Farmers Market benefits. There will be 1 yellow booklet made up of 10 $5 coupons. For distribution, only sites that have previously operated will be eligible to participate. Markets will receive a limited number of Senior Farmers Market booklets to distribute, and this will be based on 2024 redemption rates. We were able to get as close as possible to what sites redeemed last year. So hopefully participation in the program will not, we won't have less seniors participating as hopeful. And then program dates, we have the distribution May 1st through September 30th and redemption May 1st through October 15th. Produce RX is currently funded through fall of 2025. We were hoping that the same grant that we get our Double Up funding through would be issuing a produce prescription grant. With the initial federal funding freeze that happened in January, this RFA for the produce prescription is just currently under review and has not been released. So hopefully that will open again. Until then, we'll have limited participation, and we have to be mindful about how many clinics we have operating PRX and distributing vouchers. And again, like this can change depending on funding. We're hoping that it was supposed to come out in the winter. So we're hoping maybe this spring or summer, we'll see something else. As for marketing and reimbursement, our order form will be coming soon. So keep your eyes peeled on your inboxes for our marketing materials request order form. All of the marketing materials that are listed will be provided to sites free of charge. And then new this year, we have a few digital resources. We created some Double Up How It Works videos that we have in English, Spanish, and Kurundi. Those we have available for farmers markets, farm stands, and CSAs. We have created social media squares and hired a professional marketing agency who took photos and created footage that I'll share with everyone so that you can incorporate those into your own social medias. And then we also have our Community Food Security Program website that you can refer people if they would like to have more information about the program, how to get involved, or who to contact. As far as broadcast media, we'll be taking out radio ads for all of the programs and participating in radio shows and podcasts, such as the KRCL Radioactive Punk Rock Farmer Friday and the USU Hunger Solutions in Utah podcast. And then, of course, we have all of our printed materials still, the 11x17 posters in English and Spanish, the 5.5 times 8.5 inch rack cards. The vendor signs that we have created will be available in other dimensions now. And then we'll also have brochures and handheld materials. specifically what can be purchased with each program. We'll have one that is geared towards customers and one that is geared toward vendors so that they have a resource to use at the booth. Our reimbursement form, so reimbursements hopefully will be a little more streamlined this year. This will be available June 1st, so a month after our senior farmers market start date. Reimbursement requests will be submitted by each market, and they should be submitted by the second Monday of each month. And then just please make sure record sheets and shared produce path is as up to date as possible. But if not everything is completely up to date, you can still submit the request for reimbursement. So hopefully that alleviates some pressure on your guys' end. And then our team and the finance department have set aside the second Wednesday of each month to submit reimbursements together. So we'll be working a little more closely and have more information directly from them, which leads me to ask a question, which we can kind of talk about more in the question and answer section. But just so you're thinking about it now, would you like to receive updates once your reimbursement requests have been submitted? Would you like that to look like in the form of just email communication between you and myself, or would you like to have access to a Google spreadsheet that only you have access to and can view that provides different updates about where your request currently is? So with that, I know that was quick, but I wanted to leave lots of time for questions. So if there are any questions that you have, please let me know. And then I do have a few questions and feedback that I would like to gather from folks that are here.
So yes, I would like to be able to see the process for getting reimbursement with the trouble that we had last year.
Yeah. And Annie, do you have any like particular feedback of how you would like to have that information, or it's just more important that you are receiving updates in any form?
More important that I'm receiving updates in any form. And then if we can get set up so we're doing the electronic payments instead of waiting on checks, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that should be definitely something we can do. Does anyone else have any questions or, I mean, also concerns or
Yeah, I have a
feedback?
question. I have a
Yes.
question about the senior market. So you mentioned that only the markets that participated in 2024 are able to participate this year. Is that
Yes.
going to change based on funding as well, or?
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If we are able to open that up to more sites, we would love to. Yeah, especially, yeah, Provo would be great to bring into the fold. But with the current funding we have and kind of the established customer base that we've created, we were nervous about opening up to other sites and not being able to fully serve the customer base that we currently have. But if we are able to access additional funding, we will certainly open up that program back for other sites.
Okay. And with the, sorry, just to clarify, with the funding for Double Up, you sent an email earlier with an amount. Is that the total amount that we get for the whole season?
Is that, I guess I'm not sure what email you're referring to.
Well, I don't know. So there was like an email that was sent that said that we got funding for it with like a dollar amount that we got. So
I think you might be referring to the 2025 staff support capacity grants for Double Up, and the amount that was provided was just for those capacity grants, and that amount will not have to be paid back at the end of the year. So that is yours, and is not part of the settlement at the end of the year, and is not the initial funding either. That is its own separate thing.
Okay. Thank you. That clears that up for me.
Perfect. Yeah, of course.
I had a question about CSAs.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we just, because we want them to get the full double up, so we just do multiple transactions. Is that the best way to do it still?
Yeah, for CSAs, especially with the 1-to-2 ratio, it gets really tricky. So I definitely recommend that each pickup is paid with like a portion from their SNAP, and then a portion of it is covered by double up, instead of doing like an every other week where like 1 week it's all SNAP EBT, the other week it's all double up, just because it gets confusing tracking who's paying with what. The thing with SNAP is that SNAP can only be issued 14 days in advance of the food pickup. So you can't do like a monthly payment for customers who are using SNAP for EBT. It can at max be 14 days.
Okay, that's good to know. And then do you guys market that with the CSAs, like they can use, do you have some marketing going out for
Oh,
that?
yeah. We have this, yep, we have lots of different things for CSA. So I'll make sure that
Yes.
you have that, Lacey, and they'll be available in the Produce Incentive Manager shared folder that we create and share out with everyone as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I had a question as well.
Go for it.
If customers have feedback, especially about the senior farmers market
Mhm.
getting cut, where would you like us to direct them? Is there a form or email
Yeah.
that we can send them to?
That is a great question. Yes. The email that you can send them to is just SFMNP, Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program, at utah.gov. And then you can also, let me pull that up. You can also send them to our hotline, and for a phone call, let me make sure I have that number. And they can reach out to, if they would like to call, they can call the number 801-328-2561.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then for double up, they can, it's just doubleUp@utah.gov is a good email. And then if it's Producer X, feel free to send them directly to me. I don't know if we have one set up for Producer X. We don't get as many questions about that one.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, great. And then I also wanted to use this opportunity to just get some feedback from folks on the call, and just questions I have for you as far as sharing record sheets. I know traditionally most people email them, some upload them to a shared Google folder. I just kind of wanted to get an opinion on how you guys would like to share record sheets with me.